Hey everyone, I'm Ken from Borowski Race Engines. I'm here with David Ankin from ToyMakerz, and David and I have known each other for about 6 years, and I guess been a great relationship. I've been excited to be a part of everything you're doing, and I guess this is PRI 2023, and just wanted to catch up with David and find out what's going on.
Dude, let me tell you, first of all, you guys they've always built a badass engine, everybody knows that, but the two cars you have sitting here, two total different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And what a crazy, from 6 years ago to today, where you guys have come, where we've come, where everybody's gone to has been absolutely amazing. It's great to see everybody prospering and doing great things, and man, just glad to be here.
Well, the technology's gotten better. It keeps getting better at an incredible pace. I think COVID slowed down some of the new product releases, but we're starting to see some stuff at the show that looks really nice, and we're going to try to get it to the customers soon. But yeah, I mean, 6 years ago, I guess that was right around when we won Engine Builder of the Year.
That's right.
And we had a booth out in the hallway. We're trying to get in the main hall, and here we are. We got two great cars, two great customers, both from Texas. This one to my left is a Bonneville car. It races in a class. It's restricted in cubic inches. It's factory air dam, but it weighs over 5,000 pounds just to get some downforce and some traction out in the desert. So pretty cool build. And then on my right is Marcus Carew's 63 Nova, and makes somewhere north of 4,000 horsepower. And I don't know how much of that he can stick, but...
Which is absolutely insane, because that's where them cars are going. And for you guys to be able to develop 4,000 horsepower out of that package, and then he has to put it to the ground. And of course, he's doing that. I've seen the numbers, I've seen the sheets. The guy's absolutely killing it with that car. And he's only just begun. That car's going to be fast this year.
Yeah, so now to be able to do it with an engine that's small, lightweight, easy to package other components around, parts that are readily available, instead of getting stuck into somebody's, exotic, dream come true, but it's like, well, what if I need a new valve for that? What if I need a cylinder head for that? Well, get in line and good luck with the rest of your season.
It's funny, I run into that every day with certain builds that I've done years ago. But now, you're right, the new LS platform, especially what you guys are doing, parts are readily available. You make big power. You can really get relatively big power and that motor, that first motor you did for me, I still pound on that motor today.
Yeah.
And it stays on the chip. And when you can do that, come on, change the oil, do some nut and bolt checks, maybe run the valves occasionally.
Well, yours is more of a do as I say, not as I do kind of thing, because we don't want to tell everybody you can make over 1,000 horse with a 6-liter, but the idea that it's been I don't know how many sets of tires you think that thing's been through.
Listen, Mickey Thompson actually stopped developing that tire, and I bought every one they had left. So I have a warehouse full, but I go through them.
Yeah.
I bet you, no joke, I've been through 100 sets of tires in that car.
Wow.
That car's amazing.
Yeah,
so.
well, 22 by 22 probably isn't a popular option. That's funny. But so tell me what's going on with you.
You know what? COVID did hurt a lot of people, us included, but I refused to lay anybody off. The network was really doing some funny things, and hey, hold on. So many shows got dropped. We didn't get dropped, thank God. So now reruns are playing everywhere. We just signed 12 new digital platforms coming out at the beginning of the year for just reruns, which is great for us and people like you and my brand to get to see the content playing for years, because that's really... In the industry, people think TV makes money. TV don't make no money. The reruns are what make somebody like us money.
Yeah.
So
Jerry's a billionaire because they're reruns.
That's right. So what we have to do is that was really a thing the last 2 years, is trying to feature how do we get the reruns out there, how do we get going. Of course, the secondary show, which we're really excited about, it just took off really, really hard, and then because of COVID, slowed down, and now you got to re-get everybody's interest. So it looks fabulous, and I was out in Vegas not too long ago talking to Dean Cain, and because he moved to Vegas. God, he's such a lucky man. But anyway,
the Superman.
There's so many great things coming, but honestly, I really think the next season of ToyMakerz, even though I laugh because it's a build show and we make fun of it, I love what we do. We get to build cool stuff with cool vendors and cool products. And now my son's growing up; he just turned 18.
Yeah.
So many great things.
Yeah, get him involved. That'll be fun.
That's right.
You know what? I feel bad if we didn't talk about it a little bit, but you have a really interesting background. We can't go through it in an hour, but are there some episodes of the show that people want to hear about your stunt driving background? Is there somewhere people can hear or learn about you?
You know, it's funny. Every now and then I'll be doing a podcast, and because I'm always concentrating on today and what's coming down the road. So, and we were in Texas not too long ago, and we're in the middle of a podcast, and I had Jason with me, and they got talking about Batman and all this other stuff we used to do, and I started laughing because that's where, it's where I started, but I'm an old man now, and I don't heal like I used to heal. Good, sir. Thank you. So, yeah, we are.
You're on TV right now.
Yep. So,
that's funny.
But we're really blessed to be able to do the stuff we do today. But when people bring up the past, it's funny to me because I've never lived in the past. So we used to do stunt work and playing, but it's to me that's where my son wants to go. He wants to go back. He wants to be able to drive anything, do anything, play anything. But again, it's sort of like doing TV. Yes, he used to do stunt work, but it's not glamorous. The actor gets all the props.
Yeah.
We get to have all the fun, but we get no props for it. Somebody else is getting a camera time.
But it's cool stuff.
It is cool stuff. Very blessed.
So, I guess we've been doing real well at the shop. I guess, fortunately, it seems like product availability has gotten better. For a long time, it was tough. We had a lot of very, very patient customers. Thank goodness. I honestly think they were dealing with it on the other parts of the builds. Yeah, so they can't get axles, they can't get other stuff. But fortunately, I think we've gotten through that. We've got probably 7 figures worth of LS inventory now, and so people are calling up and they're getting what they want quickly. And
you guys have always been top. And service with Borowski's always been absolutely amazing. But thinking about that, we got a new motor from you guys too, and that we were going to put in a 65 Daytona. We had a game plan. We were going against somebody else, going to do some stuff. And then Braden turned 18, and he's got so much press coming out. He just won the youngest kid to ever finish a drag and drive, I think, last year. He's won all these different things. So we've decided to build that split bump, and it is absolutely the beauty. So we got 2 cars side by side being built, and they're both absolutely incredible cars. One is a 67 Corvette, and one is a split bumper, and we've been going back and forth, which I love sitting in the split bumper. So it's just so nice to me, and he fits really well in the other car, but so we've been going back and forth. So I'm curious to see how it unfolds. It's all great TV and content, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. You guys have a great team, and the shop's amazing. I was lucky enough to go there in 2018, see the place, and the stuff you guys put together, it's amazing.
Well, I think, what really makes a shop good is the people you surround yourself with. Yeah. We are surrounded by great people, great products, great, whether it's a Borowski or a Precision or a Nitrous Outlet, or doesn't matter who I'm involved. I deal with so many great vendors that if I can just take the toolbox, if you will, how can you build a bad car?
Yeah.
They're all going to be nice.
Well, that's a nice thing about this show, being able to show up and see all these people in one place, see what they've got going on, talk to the vendors. They'll tell you, we can help you with that, or no, you're out of your mind, don't do it. So,
but you know what? Now listen, you bring up something that's important to me. A lot of people say you can't do that. I love to listen to Jason when somebody dares tell Jason you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because in my world, you might not be able to do it, but I promise you we can do it. So, and in this building is more talent than, there's stuff in this building that is absolutely amazing. The people, the drivers, the brands, there's more innovation going on in this building than anywhere on the planet, if you ask me.
Yeah, and it's coming back, I think, too.
Absolutely.
There were some projects, I'd like to get involved in some of the Hemi stuff.
Oh, God.
That has been an underserved market. And
it makes it expensive. Well, listen, you bring up a good point. The reason I do some Hemi stuff, the reason I don't do a bunch of it, it's expensive. Mm-hmm. So when you only have 1 or 2 vendors making a crank or 1 vendor making a block, it makes it really, really, really hard to go build something, because if you break something, you're in trouble. So you're right. If you guys got involved in that, especially the way you do things, it would be huge, because you guys like right now, I would venture to say nobody's got more LS parts than you guys.
Yeah, that's probably true. But yeah, the Gen 3 Hemi stuff, we've stayed out of it because we don't want to have to worry about, parts that were engineered for OE applications. We're doubling the horsepower out of them. By definition, it's not engineered to do what we'd like to do with it. So, we'd be out on a limb, and we want to have an aftermarket supply for blocks. And the cranks have been out, but the blocks, the heads, things like that.
There's only a couple people that even make them. So the more that the industry gets people like you guys involved, the better that industry will be.
Yeah.
Because you've actually helped the LS market. It's amazing what you guys have done to the LS market.
Well, I appreciate that angle on it. I had never really thought about it like that.
But people like us, it matters to people like us, because if you can't get parts, how do we do events? How do we do races? How do we build cars? How do we fix cars? And it's you guys stepping up. You're just thinking about your return on investment, or you're building your business. We're looking for brands and people that grow the industry. That's right.
Yeah.
I've never not called and you guys haven't been there, and that's something you can't find in today's society, or very rarely.
Yeah, well, and then even the parts that we've got, they're at a higher enough quality level that people can do what they want to do to it finally, and not have to worry about it breaking, and at least have some higher level of confidence than 10 years ago. They're trying to do, it's like, I made 5,000 horsepower with my 5.3. It's like, did you? But
did you?
Can you rely on it though? And it's nice to be able to have partners like Dart and All Pro and Galleys to be able to rely on them to build parts that can do what people want to do with them.
And you know what? Listen, I'm still an old school guy. You did a motor, my little 383 for the coupe.
Yeah.
And listen, I know that's a thing of the past, but to this day, I drive that car at least once or twice a week.
Yeah.
That car's bad. I love when it fires up and thumps, and and I realize it's 600 horse maybe, but I love that stuff. But where it's gone in the technology and where everybody's brought, because you never stop innovating, even yourself. You're buying the right equipment, getting the right guys, doing the schooling, doing what you have to do. Now even Tim is actually tuning that car, is he not?
Oh yeah, for sure.
See, which is, how many engine shops have their tuner going out tuning customer cars at the track?
Out. Yeah.
Flying out to tune a car. That's called service.
Yeah. No, it's been, and I've done this before. I gave a little speech at the Engine Builder Award, and I didn't mention my guys, and I regret it. So the guys are excellent. They're walking around the show today, but won't name them by name. But
well, you don't have to mention. I'll mention them. Your staff is incredible. Let me tell you, and they're top notch. I've even called and they remote logged into my car one time.
Sure.
So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to customer service. It isn't just Joe or yourself. It's the fact that you can turn to your guys and they're jump on board and they know what they're doing and they're good at what they do.
Yeah.
So.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
Dude, listen, just everybody's got to be patient with how things unroll. It's never what people think it is, especially because of COVID. The network's never really. Everybody thinks it's easy. You film and you put it on air. That ain't how that works. I promise you. But big things are coming. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to be a PRI and really see what's going on. I'm excited you guys are growing because that means I get even faster and cooler shit. But
not that you need us, but as soon as you start making some announcements about new season, we'll put it on our pages and make sure everybody knows about it.
Yeah, they're literally right around the corner. We're filming on and off, and but it's so sporadic where we used to be able to film 5 months straight and put it out. But during COVID, I couldn't pre-build everything. So you don't build a car in really 2 weeks like you would on TV. So you pre-build it, disassemble the car, and build it. So now we're having to film, and then you sit and build. Then you come back and you film, and you build. So you can't just film and then cut it all up and put it on TV.
Yeah.
So it's been a really big nightmare for me. But it is coming together. I've got an incredible staff. And my fan base has been absolutely amazing. And nothing's better than the brands. I have 62 brands in this building today. And they are all absolutely amazing. So,
were there any questions? And if not, just know that you can post comments. We'll see them after the fact, anytime. Just let us know, and you can always give us a call. But David, it's been a pleasure.
Your pleasure, always a pleasure. And if you guys need anything, this is the guy to come to for an LS. I promise you, bad shit. Excuse my language.
Thanks.